Congress has given itself another year to write a farm bill, but a trio of those close to the process are doubtful about what will result. Pat Westhoff, head of the FAPRI project at the University of Missouri, says money is going to be the sticking point.
Yeah, so given where we've been at in the Farm Bill right now is gotten here through a long, torturous process. It's been difficult for the House to take up any bill. That's been problem number one. Problem number two has been agreeing on budgetary targets, both in aggregate and for particular parts of the Farm Bill. Then, of course, there's all the usual fights you have about how much will be done for this commodity or for that other program. It makes it challenging to try to understand where we're going to go from here. We've done lots of work on our side, looking at various options for both the House and Senate staff over the last year. It was pretty clear to me early in the process that folks weren't really talking to each other as much as they probably needed to, because the budgetary assumptions they were making were like night and day different for a while. At least that difference appears to be narrowing somewhat, so I may be a little more optimistic about the future, but we have a long ways to go yet before we have a final bill.
Illinois Farm Policy Specialist Jonathan Coppess says the budget continuing resolution is in place, but the House cannot agree on much else.
So we have a CR. We have to go through this whole potential shutdown mess again early in 2024. And as Pat was saying, the upside at least is the Farm Bill, the 2018 Farm Bill is extended for another year. And so that gives the committees time to work through a lot of the things he was talking about. Although what I would add on to what Pat was saying is just concern of how little progress we've seen in these negotiations and how really kind of stuck we seem to be on some of these key budgetary and other issues, even before you get into the maelstrom of the House floor where Lord only knows what happens given what we've seen in the last year. So I think we got a year, but it's a steep climb.
Former House Ag Committee Chair Collin Peterson from the inside said that getting a new farm bill will not be easy.
I say good luck, because the same issue that's been there for the last year still is there. And that is that they have not identified any additional resources that they can bring to the table. And that's the problem. And until they get that and get some certainty and got people to agree on what it is, you can't really move forward. So the staff is working pretty well. I've been out in D.C. and talked to all of the different staff. They're actually working well together. The members are working well together. They're all trying to get this done. But you got some folks out there that got wishful thinking, in my opinion. Somehow or another, there's going to be some magic pot of money that's going to appear.
Coppess, a former Senate staffer, says he doubts there'll be a new farm bill before the extension expires next September.